Okay guys, this is my second attempt at this video. Not that you knew that because I just deleted the other one. But I'm really excited about this project that I made. I'll add that I had an accident with my hot glue gun and burnt my thumb, but you know, that's operator error. We all survived and I didn't kill the glue gun. Anyway, but I'm so excited to share this with you. It is a altered book journal. So I made a journal out of a book, you know. It was an old cookbook. I want to explain how I made the book before I actually explain the decorating or whatever, because I mean the decorating's obvious, you'll be able to see it. But so here we go. So I started this originally with this paper collection, which this is 7 Gypsies, and I can't even remember the name of this paper collection, so forgive me for that. But I love this paper collection. So I knew I wanted to use it in something, but I had no idea what, and I was really inspired. I'm really on a journal making frenzy here, apparently. And this is my first altered, you know, like book where I've taken a book apart and then made another book out of it. It's crazy how we take things apart and make new things, right? Anyway, so this has 6 signatures, okay? And I want to try to explain what I did. So you can see I used the paper line. I had a 6x6. I had a few 12x12 pages that I used, and then I had the entire 6x6 collection, and I just, you know, put those down in halves, you know, and fold them in, you know, whatever. And then this is actually a basic gray, I think it's called Grunge or something. This is a real nice cardstock, real heavyweight, and I used a couple of those pieces. It went really well with this. To fill in the spots. You can see there I've got some smaller pages. Okay, so let me see. I think this is the first. I'm trying to find my first signature. So basically what I did, this was kind of a learning experience, because normally, or what I've seen, I will say, you make your signatures, you know, I know you guys know what a signature is. It's a bunch of papers, you know, folded together like that, and then you sew them together somehow, either hand, whatever. I did do mine with machine stitching, excuse me. I like that. I've done several books like that, or signatures, you know, I sewed. So these were, I can't even remember. Let me see if I can find my first signature. What's different about this is because if I can find my first signature, I'll show you what I did. Try to. I've already put the book together, so. Okay, so this is my first signature right here. Okay, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of paper. And then I've sewn them together, you know, with the stitching in the middle with my sewing machine. Okay? Excuse me. And then normally, what I've seen anyway, I won't say normally because, you know, I'm very new to this and maybe people know this and I don't, but I learned. I've seen where so this is my next signature. This is the first page of my next signature and the last page of my first signature, okay? And normally you would glue these together in order to get your signatures, you know, to be together, right? But I can't stand to lose those 2 pages. It just breaks my heart that I can't see this paper, right? So what I did was I took this page and this page, and I can't really open the book to fold it, but folded it back, and I sewed these together, okay? So you can see here, I don't want to make you guys sick. See if I can zoom in and get a better, not really, no, it's not going to show. Anyway, so, but I'm sure you guys get it, that these 2 ended up being sewn together. So then with my next signature, which is this one, and here's the last page of it, okay, and this is the first page of the third signature, I did the same thing and I sewed them together. This one you can kind of see a little better, maybe it's a little more chunky. And you can see, I mean, it's not even up here, you know, it was kind of hard. This is probably the last one, because what I did was, I had 6 signatures. Guys, I'm so sorry, I hope any of this makes sense, but anyway. I sewed them together 2 at a time. So I sewed the first 2 together, and then the next 2 together, and then so on and so on. And then I sewed those together, and by the time I got, I think, to sewing the last one to it, it was so thick that you know, you kind of, I don't know how to say it, but because you're going through like this much paper and this much paper, your needle your space between it kind of hard to sew it flat, if that makes sense. So the threads are real loose, but it still stayed together. I mean, you know, the thread is like stretched out in between, but they still stay together. So, I mean, it worked. They're all together. They've all stayed together. I'm really happy because I didn't have to glue any of the pages together, and I didn't lose, you know, any pages. So I really, really like that. So that was my first, you know, learning experience, because I wanted to make sure I could use every single page and not lose it by gluing it. So if that makes sense. Of course, then I wasn't thinking, of course, and knew I had to glue this page to the book, right? And I was like, no, because I wanted this to be my first page. And I was like, oh no, I can't lose that and glue it to my page or to the book, you know. So what I then did was, I took a piece of that, the plain, whatever, this grungy basic gray, whatever this is, and basically I made it, I don't even know what this is. Let me see, this is like 5.5, and then I've got 5.5 on the other side, and I've got like, I think, a 1/2 inch or 3/4 like right there. Okay, sorry guys, right there, if you can see that. And basically just wrapped it around it, okay? And so I glued this to that 1/2 inch or whatever I have right there, if that makes sense. Bless you guys if you've made it this far through the video. Video, I don't know what a video is. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm losing it. Anyway, it's like 12:30 in the morning, at night, whatever, and I'm so happy. But anyway, I'll stop saying anyway. Okay, so I glued it all to this, so then I could glue this to the board and not lose my pretty front page and my pretty back page, okay? And so that's basically that. This worked out really well, I feel. You can see a little bit here where it's not all the way glued, but it's basically, it'll stay, you know. Whoa, sorry. Anyway. So then my basic decorating I was really inspired. Serenity is my new Zen word, you guys. I've totally got to try to remain serene at all times. I was definitely inspired with red. I love this green. I used one of my little Buddha stamp here, some lace that I had left over, this pearls and lace. This looked like a lotus. This was out of a prima. This is a prima flower. I don't know if it's a lotus, but it looks like a lotus, so put that. This is where I had a little accident with my glue gun, and I put 2 little leaves down here. I didn't originally plan on putting leaves here, but my glue gun went crazy and I had a big glob here, so I had to cover it up with something. And then my little word that I just printed out on my printer, which is the same little thing as my tattoo, same little thing and everything, just smaller. And then here's the back. Love it. I put in my little name and stuff here. You can't really see it. Just did some not real serious distressing. And then on the side, I've actually got 2 little pieces of lace. I'm going to use this as my bookmark, actually. So I can just pull that over, you can see here, and I can put that to mark my place. And then I made a little charm. And what it is, I actually just put a little hole in here with the eyelet. Is this an eyelet? I'm losing it. Anyway. And then made this charm. I just got some red baubles, that, and some Chinese coins, and a heart one. And then this is just a little extra little piece that I had made on a thingamajig, if you guys know what a thingamajig is. It really is called a thingamajig, okay? Where you twist around the wire and stuff and you make different shapes. I had that ages ago when I made this, and it was just laying in my little thing, so I put that on there. So that's it, you guys. Basically, if you have stuck with me this far through 9 minutes of me talking and being crazy, I totally appreciate it. I really am super, super thrilled with how this came out and what I learned. And I think this may be my next journal that I use after I fill up my rod journal, which I also will share with you guys. I'm almost finished with it. So I totally appreciate you guys watching. Please leave me some comments. I would love to say I could show you how I did this, but I'm really not good at making videos or altering or whatever. But if you have any further questions, please let me know. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And again, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great week.